Alright, so in this video, I'm going to teach you on how to find the volume of a right circular cone in these three different scenarios or situations. Let's answer the first one. Find the volume of a right circular cone that has a height of 7.6 inches and a base with a radius of 11.1 inches. We need to round off our answer to the nearest tenth of a cubic inch, so meaning up to one decimal place. So here, let's start with the formula. So volume of a cone is equivalent to 1/3 times that capital letter B is area of the base times the height. Now, the base of a cone is a circle. So if we want to be very specific, then I'll change the B, the capital letter B, by pi r square. And the reason behind that is because that's the formula in computing for the area of a circle. So again, that capital letter B means area of the base. The base is a circle, so the formula for that is going to be pi r square times the height. So we need these two numbers, the r and then the h. R is the radius, and it's given here, that's 11.1. So what I will do is I will substitute that 11.1 here. So that's 11.1 square. And the height as well is given. As you can see, height, it says here, is 7.6 inches. So I will put 7.6. So that's how you set it up. And then with the help of this calculator, let's compute the volume. So that's times pi times 11.1 square times 7.6. And let's see the answer. So that's 980.6 approximately. So we're using the decimal output. So it's approximately 980.6. Okay. Cubic inch. There you go. So by the way, that's this. That's the radius. That's the 11.1. And then this is the 7.6. All right, let's go to the next one. Find the volume of a right circular cone that has a height of 10.7. Okay, that's this one, 10.7. And then the diameter is 8.1. So that's this. That's the diameter. 8.1. All right. So again, let's start with the volume formula. This is a cone, so that means 1/3 times capital letter B times the height. B means area of the base, and since the base is a circle, we will use the formula pi r square for that, and then h. So we need the r and the h. So the h is obviously here. It says height is 10.7. So let me just put that there. R is not given. We will compute that. So that's 10.7. The diameter is given though. So that's going to help us find the radius, right? So the radius is equal to half of 8.1. So 8.1 divided by 2 is 4.05. So if you're not sure with that, let's see if my answer is correct. So that's 8.1 divided by 2. Voila, look at that, 4.5. So all we need to do is to plug this in our formula. By the way, I forgot to write something. This should be 2. There you go. And then let's type now 1/3 times pi times 4.05 square times 10.7. There you go. And the answer is, okay, so here again, we need to round off our answer to the nearest tenth of a cubic inch. So our answer is approximately 183.8, okay, cubic inch. Alrighty, let's go to the last example. So find the volume of a right circular cone that has a height of 9 centimeters and then the base with a circumference of 16.9 centimeters. Round your answer to the nearest tenth of a cubic centimeter. So again, let's begin by writing the formula. So I'll start with 1/3 area of the base times height. Since this is a cone and the base is a circle, I will replace that capital letter B by pi r square. Okay, that's the formula in computing for the area of a circle. And all we need to do is to find the r and the h. So the h is already given, which is 9 centimeters. So this is 9. R though is not given. And maybe you're thinking, oh, how are we going to find the r given this time the circumference? Okay, so let me just write the 9 here. So we're looking for the r given the circumference. So given the circumference, all we need to do is use this formula, circumference over 2 pi. So the r is equal to the circumference over 2 pi. Okay, so all we need to do is to put that value there, the c, which is 16.9. So this is 16.9 all over 2 pi. There you go. So let's divide 16.9 divided by 2 pi. So that's approximately 2.7. Okay, approximately 2.7. That's the value of our r. And all we need to do is to put that here, 2.7 square. So now we were able to set up the problem, and everything that we need are already here, or is already here. That's 2.7 and then the 9. So it's 1/3 times pi times 2.7 square times 9. Let's see the answer. So that's approximately 68.7. 0.7. This is a centimeter, so cubic centimeter.